All right, time again for another video in fantastic weather conditions. I just arrived at the spot. The clock is now 7 in the morning and I'm about to make the first drop. It's still pretty early for this spot, but the first trips I normally do to this spot, we always have nice fish in the boat. I mean big ones. I don't want to say too much for this day, but whatever. I'm gonna be jigging a lot, maybe fish some bait fish just when I'm cooking lunch and drinking coffee, whatever. But now I have to drop. See you when I'm hooking up, boys. Yo! Alright, so the day starts kind of slow for me here. I've been fishing for 2 hours now and yeah, nothing. But I just moved to a spot with more current. It was nothing on that first spot. Maybe gonna come back to that spot later today, because like the reason I'm here today is really to have the first really like crazy fishing of the year. I've seen it before when I'm here, like the first trips in May. I only have that crazy fishing like on the peak of the tide, and then in between like nothing. And when you're here in the summer, you can have like absolute mayhem throughout the whole day if you find the right spots and whatnot. But they haven't really moved in all over yet or something. I don't know, but like I've seen two now, 2 good marks up on my jig now on this other spot with more current. I'm fishing with the curly tail right now, so might have to switch to paddle tail. I don't know the kind of deal here. I've been trying a couple casts with the spin fishing gear, but the current is quite weird, so I don't really get it to work too good. So gonna switch around a little bit on the baits. They seem really finicky. They don't really want to lock on the bait. They go up and down a lot and just kind of cruise a little bit too far off, and then they just, when they go down to the bottom, they just disappear. So yeah, anyhow, we're gonna move around a little bit, try different stuff, and we'll see. I mean, I have a good period now for 2 hours ahead, maybe 3. We'll see, but I know there is some big dogs laying around here, so I mean, if I don't find like a good gathering of fish now, I maybe gonna switch gears and just go hammer on like pure big fish spots. For now, I'm just watching my jig on the sonar for a bit and having a coffee, and then I'm gonna get back to jigging. Choo! There we go, boys. Ah, fuck yeah. Yeah, buddy. So I just switched to the Hali Bandit with the... Oh my god. Switched to a Hali Bandit with the paddle tail instead, since they didn't want to take my curly tail for some reason. And yeah, just moved around a little bit. The whole area here is just such a good spot. So, but it's so big, so it can be really tough sometimes if you're just drifting over a big area. It's better to just choose smaller spots on that big area you're at and just jump around. Make shorter drifts so you kind of can get a better feel of where the fish is standing and whatnot. Yeah, buddy. So this one actually came up the second I dropped on this drift, this spot. I've had such good fishing here before. All the spots I'm stopping at, I've had crazy fishing. So it doesn't mean it's crazy all the time, every time you're at the spot. So you just have to move around. That's what I did. And finally got one to bite. Ooh. Nice fish. Alright, so first fish of the day. A nice healthy fish on like 25 kilos. And the Hali Bandit paddle tail in the cod color pretty much. Orange belly. Perfect bait. So good. Pop out the hook. You. Alright, so in an earlier video I told you I used the rubber band for my stingers, but now I've took my time to make some spikes, just easy with some steel wire around the shank of the hook, and then bang, push it in. Sits real nice. I know a lot of people gonna give me shit about using about putting the speed jigging hooks like this around that hook, but I mean, I've caught like 200 halibuts or something like that on a setup like this. I never had any problems. This one tightens really hard around the shank of that hook, so I'm not scared at all that something will happen. But maybe someday it bite me in the butt and then it's too bad. But it works real good, super easy. And yeah, let's take another one. You. Yep. There's another one. Okay, boys, it is some crazy shit going on right now. I found the fish big time. Big time! Yow! I just released that other fish, turned off the cameras, dropped down, and I kind of feel like I'm gonna get a couple more. As soon as I drop down and reel up, 2 halibuts at the same time came up. So I missed one at first. One just came up and bit the jig super quick, and I missed that one. Kept holding my bait, and then it was another mark under that fish, and that one came up, shooting straight up for the bait right after. Yeah, and he took it. So yeah, just a small one. I took this one a little bit in the side. Fish number 2, boys. But this one actually in the side, it was super aggressive coming up, so okay, number 2, you. Let's hurry up and take number 3. Okay, so just missed one. So the bite was like super quick, came up, and I was just on my kind of first step from the bottom. I stopped kind of close, so I just saw the mark, bang, and then the same second I saw the mark, I felt the bite, and then I made the strike like immediately. So it's really tough to know if you're gonna wait just like a second or just hit it right away. So I mean, I have my stinger like pretty far back in the tail. This one for some reason missed it. Yeah, I don't know. I think probably gonna get another one anyway, so let's go. Oh fuck, big fish. Ooh. Oh, he's just... Ooh, he's totally locked on our bait. There we go. What did I tell you, boys? Yeah, it's a good fish. Oh, come on.
Probably biggest today.
I felt that one coming. Woo, buddy!
That's a good fish, boys.
Oh.
All right, let's measure him. Yo! All right, thanks for the fight, buddy. Woo!
You! So just a quick midday update. I made a move from the spot where I had the fish before. And I'm currently at the spot, yeah, as I mentioned, like a real big fish spot, not too much fish, but the ones that is here is normally extremely big. So I've just been cooking up some hot dogs on my portable stove, because I'm kind of in between the tides right now. So the water is standing pretty still, not too much happening, so I'm just having a bait fish down and just pretty much staying on a spot that I know holds big fish. So gonna give it yeah, a while here, move around a little bit, and just wait for the high tide. So we'll see what happens. Like, I'm maybe gonna fish this spot when the water is rising, or I'm going back to that spot where I had the fish before and fish the high tide there, because I know it's gonna be good there at that time. But also I think like I have a better chance of catching a real monster at this spot. So, you know, yeah, we'll see how I feel. But right now just chilling, you know, drinking coffee, waiting for my reel to go off and the halibut to grab my bait fish. So, and I'll check in with you next time something happens. You. So I made my way back now to the spot where I had that good fishing earlier today. Now in between the tides I've just been, yeah, nothing has really happened. Now with a little bit of rising tide, different current on the same spot, I'm gonna hammer down here. Oh boys, my legs are shaking right now. I had a really big fish up on my jig, and now he went down to the bottom again. I can't really see my bait so good on the sonar, which sucks, but I can see the fish still. Oh, let me find my bait, come on. Oh, I'm shaking, it's a huge fish. Oh, come on. Ooh, I have to mark that shit. Oh, dude. Oh, I'm shaky. Oh, he was kind of locked on the bait for a short while, and then it went down a little bit, came up one more time, and then it just went down to the bottom. The current has not really started flowing good yet. It has just turned, So it goes the other direction than earlier today, but it's not fast at all. It's just moving a little bit that direction. So I marked up that one now, and hopefully I can find that one later when the current starts flowing a little bit better. I have one locked on the jig right now. Come on. Whoa, no! Oh my god, he took it again. No way! Oh, he was at it again. What? Holy shit! Oh, whoa my god! No freaking way! Wasn't that four takes from the same fish? Oh, he's coming up again. What the no way. That's not normal at all. Take it, the whole thing, man. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Try number 5 on the same fish. Holy shit. That's a good one as well, I think. That's unreal. It's a small one. That's insane. Come on. Or maybe it's not so small. Okay, it's a good one. You. Nice fish. Alright, finally. Woo. Yes. So finally another fish. Nice fish on like 20 kilos or something. Took on the Hali Bandit mackerel, the midnight glow with curly tail. Oh, she's gonna swim back. Woo! You. So one thing that I think is pretty important to notice when you fish different type of spots is like I'm fishing this spot. This is the spot I had the fish on this morning on the low tide, and on the low tide the current here got up to now on this moon phase it got up to like 1.2 knots at its most, but now I'm back at the same spot on the high tide, and now the current is ripping in 2.5 knots. So this spot gets more current on the high tide, and other spots they get more current on the low tide. So that's good to notice and think about when you're choosing spot and you look on different spots, and it helps a lot. And then you can choose, like for example, fish the spot on the specific tide you have that has the most current. It's good to keep track of where you have moving water for the most period of time. You. Alright, that's it for today, boys. I'm actually heading home now, in the middle of the best current pretty much, but I had enough for today and it doesn't really happen too much anyway. So yeah, heading home, resting up for next time. Hope you enjoyed watching the halibut action for today anyway, and yeah, stay safe. I think I got some color today, finally. Choo!